welcome to another episode of Tiva Drive, and this time around unfortunately we're shooting not in 4K, we're shooting from my phone because our cameraman Paul Jr. is busy editing video. We have a backlog of videos that we want to publish for you as soon as possible, so we're going to be shooting this one from my phone in wide angle mode. And this time around we're testing this 2024 Jeep Wrangler Willys 4xe plug-in hybrid. We're just going to tell you the differences from the regular gas version and talk about the specs, pricing, etc, etc. Number one, the little blue accents here are specific to the plug-in hybrid version, the 4xe or 4xe if you prefer. Of course, you have the green plate. This car, the pricing starts at 60,000, as equipped is about 75. It has a lot of extras such as fog lamps, LED lights, etc, etc. The other way you can tell that this is a plug-in hybrid, if you want to follow me here, is the charge port. There's basically, this is just a trail rated, this is a little E that's repeated in the back of the car as well. This is a charge port. You have a cover for it, and there's a little LED light that shows whether or not it's charging. It's only a level 2 charge, of course. We just want to do a quick walk around, and we'll jump in and take you for a test drive, give you our impressions and results of our testing. So basically it's a 4-door, of course, and it's a convertible. It's this market's one of the only plug-in hybrid convertibles, so it's quite exciting. It's too bad that we're doing this test in the winter, because otherwise we would have taken the whole top off, and this way we just took the front 2 panels off. So the space in the front is quite nice. The driving position is very high, higher than the Grand Cherokee we tested recently, so you can actually see through the most of the pickup trucks on the highway, and you have a nice and high position. So we'll go through the menus and the options in a moment, specifically only as it pertains to the plug-in hybrid version. Let us show you the back seat space. So again, I'm 190 centimeters or 6 feet 3 inches tall. The back space isn't exactly huge, so here we go. So there's not much legroom, as you can see. With me being in a comfortable position and driving in the front, there is not that much legroom in the back, but anyways, it's still a nice decent 5-seater 4-door off-road vehicle. Okay, let us quickly show you then the trunk and some of the other of course, you always get your getting in of the very tall car, you get your pants dirty, unless you have running boards, which this version doesn't have. This is your tank for fuel refueling the car, LED lighting in the back as well, and you have the 2-part gate as with all the other Wranglers. You can see when you remove the top, the car becomes basically a convertible, and you have a soft top that comes with it. You have charging cables here as well. And we just put the 2 panels from the front, 2 roof panels here in the back for now. So that's about it. You have a nice rear wiper, and here you can tell that this is a plug-in hybrid as well, the 4xe or 4xe as the Jeep calls it, which applies to both the Grand Cherokee and this Wrangler. Tells you that this is a plug-in hybrid car. Another blue accent here at the bottom, and of course the green plate. So that's about it. Let's jump in and give you our driving impressions. Okay, so here we are inside the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Willys 4xe plug-in hybrid. Let us tell you a little bit about the specs. We have this screen in the hybrid mode. It's exactly the same. We won't be repeating because it's very similar to the Grand Cherokee. Screens and options. This is the e-hybrid screen, which shows you the power flow and the energy consumption by the engine, battery, and the climate. Like you can see right now, battery is consuming 3 kilowatts of power to keep the battery warm because it's -5 outside, -2 actually. That's why we're able to take the top off even though it's in the winter. We are crazy that way. We've driven our previous convertibles with top down in the winter as well, with the heat on. So the climate or the heating is using 2 kilowatts of power, and the battery heating uses 2 kilowatts of power. Yesterday when it was -15, the battery heating actually was using as much as 5 or 6 kilowatts of power. Today it's a little warmer, that's why the usage is a little bit less. At full, the rated electric only range is 35 kilometers. We'll tell you about our test results. Right now we're at 59% and it's showing 25 kilometers. And we'll tell you in a moment how realistic that is. You have 3 driving modes. The button to change the drive modes is here on the left. You have the button on the left showing a hybrid mode, or right now we're in electric mode, or you have the e-save mode, which will actually charge the battery. So you have these 3 modes, and we'll toggle them so that you can see how you can turn on switch between the modes using these 3 buttons. And also one other button that only exists in the plug-in hybrid model is this button here, which is the maximum regen button. It doesn't quite give you one pedal driving, but it does slow the car down to almost full stop. You still have to press the brake to come to a full stop, but most of the time you will not be using brakes at all when you have this max regen button on. Okay, so that's it. Let's take you for a drive. Of course, the usual Wrangler off-road gear is here. We're right now in the 4H mode. You have the 2H, which gives you a rear-wheel drive. Right now we're driving in 4H Auto, which basically it automatically engages the front wheels when needed. Then you have the 4H part-time, neutral, and 4 low. We tried all of these modes. When we were in deep snow, obviously we're in 4 low. And so we basically tried all these modes. So we'll tell you all about it in a moment. Let's put it in drive. We are now currently in 4H Auto, but in full electric. We have about 59% of the battery, so we should be able to do most of this test drive in full electric, except for letting you listen to the engine sound when we put it in e-save mode, which engages the engine to actually charge the battery. So we drove this car twice now from Toronto to Georgian Bay. We did 2 round trips, one at -5 and the other one in -15. The rated range in full electric is 35 kilometers. In both cases, actually in -5, we were able to drive this with the climate on, and we kept the climate at 20 degrees. So at -5, we were able to drive 25 kilometers maximum. So the 35 rated range is probably in ideal conditions, maybe in the summer with climate off. Perhaps when we repeat the test on this car in the summer, we might be able to do more than the rated range. But for now, the maximum in the winter, and that was in -5 again, it was 25 kilometers. Now, when the temperature dropped to -15, the full electric mode would not engage at all, saying that the electric mode is temporarily not available. So it seems that, like a lot of the plug-in hybrids, they basically force you to use the gas engine when the temperature drops below a certain temperature. And again, so at -15 it would not engage the full electric mode, which again happens with a lot of plug-in hybrids. So all in all, this is quite an exciting vehicle, again being this market's only plug-in hybrid convertible. Now, of course, unless you go to a Ferrari or Lamborghini, because the BMW i8 has been discontinued now. Ferrari and Lamborghini both have plug-in hybrid roadsters, but we're talking 10 times the price. So at 60,000 base price, or 75 as equipped, top of the line, fully equipped car, this is still a great deal. And being an off-road vehicle, it can go off-roading, and you can go off-roading with the engine off using your battery. Now, by the way, the battery size is 17.3 kilowatt hours, and again, it's supposed to give you a 35 kilometer range, but it doesn't necessarily give you that in the winter, which is basically very similar setup or identical setup to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, which we drove recently. This is more of an rough and tough off-roader, where the Grand Cherokee is a city warrior type of vehicle. Of course, it's quite capable off-road as well, but not as capable as the Wrangler, obviously. Now, in the future, and this is the year when in 2024, later this year, Stellantis will be launching 2 fully electric Jeeps. One of them being Jeep Recon, which will be like a fully electric equivalent to the Jeep Wrangler. And by the way, within the next 3 to 4 years, Wrangler will only be sold as full electric as well. But for now, the Jeep Recon will be sold parallel to the Jeep Wrangler, which is available in gas and plug-in hybrid. The Recon will be sold in full electric. being launched later this year. And in terms of the Grand Cherokee equivalent, there will be a Wagoneer S fully electric Jeep that will be the size of the Grand Cherokee and only sold in fully electric guise. We don't know the specs or pricing on those yet, so stay tuned later this year when we will be announcing once those cars are revealed. For now, you have the choices of these two, Grand Cherokee plug-in hybrid and Wrangler plug-in hybrid, as well as the other Stellantis group member Pacifica plug-in hybrid that we drove recently. These three plug-in hybrid vehicles are the top sellers in North America, in both Canada and the US. Over 400,000 were sold last year alone, outselling all of the Toyota's plug-in hybrids. So they are definitely selling very well, all three of them. Now, of course, the Jeeps are available in plug-in hybrid all-wheel drive, where the Pacifica, unfortunately, is only available as a front-wheel drive. So that's about it for our review. If you have any other questions, we posted some beautiful videos of us off-roading in the deep snow in this vehicle. Some other footage, and we posted on our Facebook page. If you have any questions regarding this car or our test results, do not hesitate to comment under this video. We'll be happy to respond. As usual, do not forget to press the subscribe button on our channel to be informed when the next video will be available. We have lots of videos coming to our channel very, very soon. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you at the next review.